Welcome to Pitt Street Research. We're here today with Rob Graham from Schrole. Rob, welcome.
Thanks, mate.
Can you talk to us about Schrole and what do you guys do?
Yeah, so we're Schrole means school role, and we're a company that focuses on solving problems that schools face. And one of the biggest problems that schools face is finding the right teachers for classroom. So one of our products, which is called ASX Schrole Advantage, is all about placing teachers into the right schools and schools finding the right teachers.
Is this just any type of school, or?
No. So our initial market is the international school market.
Right.
It's a big market, growing. Currently, 11,000 international schools around the world, and tipped to double in the next 10 years.
Right.
So $50 billion US in fee revenue. So and with 500,000 teachers, of whom 100,000 teachers change every year.
Right. And so what sort of services do you provide to these schools?
So we provide a platform so for schools to manage the whole process of hiring a teacher, from advertising a job all the way through to finishing the hiring.
Right.
And as part of that, we have an applicant tracking system and also a candidate database, which is currently more than 100,000 teachers on our database.
And I believe you also do some verification of teacher background, that sort of thing?
Yeah, so background checking is a very big problem in international schools, child protection.
Right.
So there have been some big child protection cases in international schools, and so it's now mandated to do background checking. Yeah. So we're the only company in the world that has integrated background checking into our system.
Right.
So you can click on an order a background check on a candidate, and you can go all the way through from ID to qualifications to criminal records.
Right. Okay. And so in terms of revenues, how do you make money from these services?
So from Connect and also from Advantage. So from Advantage, we make money from annual subscriptions. So we wanted to provide a service that's good value for schools, and so we charge an annual subscription based on the size of the school. We also charge candidates access fee if they want to search for jobs within our system.
Right.
So we charge both candidates and schools. So that's one of our revenue models. And from Verify, it's a fee per check.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, it depends on where the checks are done.
Right. And then in addition to all that, you've got a training arm to the business as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, we have it's an historical business that's traditionally servicing mining companies in Western Australia, doing train-the-trainer type programs, and so the big mining companies like Rio Tinto and BHP are our clients, and so that's a growing business. We also feel like there's a great opportunity for it to deliver those services into international schools. Right. Training of teachers is a big deal. There's going to be a big demand for teachers, and so the idea of trying to train Chinese teachers is something we're looking at.
Right. Okay. And just looking at the last quarter, you had great revenue growth, more than 30%.
Yes.
2.3 million in the quarter. So what's really driving that sort of revenue?
So that's very pleasing. It's the start of our recruitment season. So we've done a lot of enhancements to our platform. So we've had a lot of schools who we've retained a lot more schools than we've done before. So so heading toward our aim is to have a 90% retention rate. Plus, we've also had good sales. Right. So it's retention and sales that has driven that.
Right. Yes. And where are you at now in terms of retention?
Overall, I think 86% is our overall retention rate, which is very good.
And growing.
And growing.
So you launched Schrole Verify in August?
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about the take-up of that with schools?
So right now, the system is designed for candidates to order their own checks. So we had really big demand on that, and it's actually put some strains on our provider.
Oh, right.
So we had to slow it down a little bit. It's a great problem. So we've had to manage that a little bit differently because we had such demand that it overwhelmed the provider's ability to do the checks for us. Okay. So we've had to back off and try to look at better ways of doing that. Yeah. So there's an untapped demand from our teachers who want that service.
Right. So basically, a teacher can go on Verify and sort of pre-qualify themselves to get a role.
So even better than that, they can do their profile on Advantage, and then they say, do you want to do your background check? You click a button, and it will pre-populate the Verify checks, and you just pay money, and the checks are done. And when it comes back in, it changes your status with a whole lot of shields. Oh, so green shields to say that you've been verified. So it's a good thing for them, and they'll rank higher in the algorithm, in the search algorithm, and schools obviously prefer that as well.
Right. Okay. So looking out a couple of years, and I know we talked about this before. You're always looking at sort of new growth opportunities, and you need to be sort of entrepreneurial
Yes.
in your approach to this,
Yes.
to developing a business like this.
Yes.
But sort of aspirationally, where do you want Schrole to be, say, 3 to 5 years from now?
Well, obviously, we know there's real growth for us in international schools, and there's continued growth. There's a 10% growth in international schools every year.
Right.
So we know that we can continue to grow, and we eventually will get to a $10 million revenue, and we can see that as a pathway. We want to be a $50 million revenue company. So how do we do that? We're looking for step changes.
Yep.
So there's an opportunity to deliver those services into Australia and New Zealand for a start. Looking for other modules that we can add revenue. So there's lots of different modules that you can add to our platform. For example, contract management that schools would use that you can get a piece of a bit more income from. So there's a lot and opportunities to monetize our candidate pool as well. There's a lot of different opportunities for
right.
as well as acquisitions.
Yeah, sure. So you haven't done those, I think.
No acquisitions yet.
But that could be
That's something we can be looking at.
right.
Yes.
And sort of talking about step changes, your cooperation with ISS
Yes.
has been a step change, I guess, in terms of driving growth.
Yes. We were very pleased with that. They're a very, very prestigious company.
Right.
Have worked
Can you talk a little bit about what they do for viewers that don't know ISS?
Correct. Yes. So ISS is International School Services.
Yep.
They're a company out of Princeton in the United States. Have been around since the 50s, providing services to international schools.
Right.
They're not for profit, so they provide recruitment. They have 30 of their own schools.
Yep.
They also do a whole lot of consulting and professional development opportunities within schools. Have a fantastic name.
Right.
And working with them has taken us into the next level because schools like not-for-profits.
Yeah.
And so us being aligned with them has made schools think, well, you must be okay. If ISS want to work with you, you must be okay.
Right. So it's really paid off for you guys.
It's paid off. We were able to provide really good technology. Our platform was great. They've got great connections into schools, and that's been very good. They've got a staff in New York who at a different time zone to us who can deal with. So we can now be 24 hours.
Right. Excellent.
Yes.
All right. Rob Graham, thank you very much.
Okay. Thanks, Mark.